Hey guys, so the movie we're watching today is Romeo and Juliet. You can instantly tell that this is the same director as Moulin Rouge. The style is very similar, like the sped up shots, close up shot. I could tell you from the start that if you don't like Moulin Rouge, you're probably not going to like this movie because it's very, very similar. The story is not completely the same, obviously. They're totally different stories, but style is exactly the same. So at the beginning, I was thinking, especially the gas station scene, it's very overacted on everyone's part. You don't need to yell everything you're saying. I thought that was a little ridiculous. And it's super overdramatic with like John Leguizamo just jumping all over the place, really stylistically shooting everybody. I'm like, nobody really does that. That's a little ridiculous. I'm sure a lot of people are going to complain about this taking place in modern day, but using like the original Shakespearean language. I think this actually works really well. Like, not completely. Sometimes it seems a little awkward. I do like seeing this play in a modern setting. I just don't think it would work half as well if they use modern language. I'm glad they kept the, original language, and they kind of made it work for most of the time. Leonardo DiCaprio, even though he looks like he's like 16, super cute in this movie. Paul Rudd's real cute too. Oh, back to Leo. I don't think his acting's awesome in this movie. I really don't think he got to be that good of an actor until much later in his life, like around now. Claire Danes, is that her name? She's gorgeous. I think she does a little better than Leo, but not by much. Like, two of the best actors are like the nurse and Mercutio. Mercutio in particular is very good in this movie. Like, he is a perfect adaptation of this character. The actor's really good. He plays like this sarcastic, like, just really like nonchalant kind of guy that he doesn't really, he's more annoyed by the feuding of the two families than anything. And I think it's actually really tragic when he dies because it shows partially that these two families are causing more harm even outside of the two families. Like, people are dying that don't need to. It's hard for me to really review this because, like, I don't like the original play that much. I think it's, like, out of all of Shakespeare's plays, it's probably one of my least favorite. I don't see, like, the significance of these two love. Like, they're children. They're children that, like, I think it's more defying their parents than anything. Like, what I do like about this film is that it really does make it seem like they're, like, really in love with each other, even though they only meet for a night and get married the next day. If you like the original play, I think you'll like this, maybe, unless you're, like, a hardcore Shakespeare buff. Like, I love Shakespeare, but, like, I can get over the fact that there's some flaws in this movie. A little overdramatic, it's a little overacted at times. Sometimes lines are not delivered the way they should be, but I think that's just kind of what happens when you try and throw a really old story into a modern setting.